Because if you understood these basic key points, then reading you feel very comfortable, very happy, I feel. So the basic requirement is memory, am I right? You should get a question, you should get an answer yourself, am I right? When you stand in front of the work. So I gave a simple two example, engineering work as well as medical work. No need to be. So it might be anything, any work. If you are accountant, you are standing in front of a computer to enter something, either to a software or some manual work. Any job, if you are given to you, so you are supposed to think how to start, what to start. So these ideas, how we'll get? When you remember the fundamentals, what you learned in the school or college, am I right? If you are not remembered, it won't proceed, never proceed only, am I right? It might be engineering, or it might be medical, it might be accountant, or it might be any other. Or you are a teacher, good teacher, you are standing in front of the class. If you are not able to remember what you studied, okay, so then question, there is no question, no more question, forwarding, am I right? So the basic requirement is what? You are supposed to remember, am I right? Your memories matter. What you studied in the whole year, the course during, or what you studied in the previous class, am I right? So once you studied what you remember, if you remember perfectly what you studied in the previous class or throughout the year, then presentation in the exam, is it a matter? What do you say? Yes or no? So basic requirement is you're supposed to remember what you studied. And this idea, if you start developing, then you start, see, because why I am giving example, because these things, you should adopt yourself mentally. Once you adopt, okay, yes, tomorrow I am going to work after getting the degree or after getting the final exam. So I supposed to remember what I studied. This idea, if it is comfortable or if you are taking very seriously during your study days, okay, then you will trying out or you are locating the points to build your memory. Am I right? Once you comfortable to build your memory or trying to adopt your own method, so it might be take one more session. So we are not discussing about how to build your memory or all those things, but I am trying to give an outline, because if you are very comfortable or you go or you listen your teachers, teacher might tell, okay, you perfectly remember these things by like this. So adopt this, and if you remember, then there is not 1 day or 2 days, whatever the days. So you are perfectly everything shifting all words to your mind and making sure that it is remembered in your mind. Then you are very comfortable during the exam. It might be any exam. It might be your board exam or it might be a competitive exam. Because fundamental, I believe, your memory is matter. So make sure that whatever you studied, put your own way, or it might be a diagrammatic way or it might be in other way. Okay, or usually what we prefer, what I studied is, so anything, if you want to remember a formula, remember, tell those formula for 10 times per day. So like that, 10 days you tell. 100 iteration will always, it is proved, medically proved. So 100 iteration if you do anything, it might be a paragraph, it might be answer, it might be anything. Automatically it is stick on to your head. Then presentation is very easy. So this is a basic idea of examinations. The second is types of exams, examination. There are two modes of exams are there. One is subjective, one is objective. So usually college, university, everywhere people prefer subjective questions, and in competitive exams, objective questions. These two mode of exam, can you tell me why these two mode of exam? Because see, throughout your college days, you are exposed to subjective kind of exam. Am I right? So once you come out from the college, you are starting writing competitive exams or exam by your particular stream. Okay, there will be objective questions will be there, and you're supposed to answer. So now why these two mode of exam? So usually these two mode of exams. So first one is trying to figure out what you understood, the concept what you understood in the class. Okay, by the teacher or yourself, by the books. So there are two ways of exams we are preparing, or as point of examiner point of view. Okay. First thing is how well you prepared. Second thing is how your concept is strong on particular subject. It might be a mathematical subject, it might be a science subject, it might be a social subject. So always there will be two streams are there. One is what you learned. Second is how your concept is strong in your particular subject. Second one is competitive exams. Usually competitive exams to check your logical reasoning. Because in case of subjective, there are again 3 levels of questions we used to prepare. One is direct questions. Direct question means there will be a question will be there and there will be respective formulas are there. You just substitute the formula, get the output. Those are direct questions. Second level questions are you supposed to describe. Okay. So it will shows your fundamentals, whether you understood the fundamental, whether you understood the basics concepts. The last level is, it is like a reasoning based as well as it is like your questions based. So you are converting the theory to the applications. Some situation they'll give, they'll check you how well you are applying your fundamentals, what you studied in the class to the present situation.